on social media, right? Lots of these guys are just grifters or hardcore fanboys. The average Xbox gamer who owns an Xbox, they're not going to see value in the console anymore.
The average Xbox consumer don't even play first party games. What do you people don't understand? It's the same thing that's going on PlayStation. That's why your games ain't worth a damn, and you guys are out here parading about Xbox games dropping on your own platform. Like, what is you talking about, bro? Because at the end of the day, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to make all these games coming out irrelevant because that's the only reason as to why people will upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5 because nobody cares about all those other games you guys got coming out. It doesn't matter. What do you people don't understand? And what's even more funny about this, are you guys going to be the same dudes that are going to cap like this when PlayStation decides to throw out majority of their games on the Nintendo Switch too? Oh, y'all gonna sit there and use excuses. Oh, it's portable. Sony don't have their own portable. I mean, at this point, Microsoft and Sony are both multi-platform. How hard is it for you people to understand? You guys want people to get upset and angry about a game from Microsoft going to PlayStation? You have to ask yourself, but remember when MLB went to Xbox? Oh, it's because MLB forced them with the license. I call bull crap. Because at the end of the day, MLB has no control as to how Sony wants to go about developing their very own game. That's a cap that you guys went with just so you could downplay the fact that PlayStation is even putting some of their games on Xbox. Let's also talk about Marathon and how that game is allegedly, at least from what I'm hearing, it's going to be dropping day on date on Xbox. The only games that are actually not dropping on Xbox seem to be some of these timed exclusivity deals like Black Myth Wukong, and you did the same thing with Baldur's Gate, which is even more funny because Sony don't even own those games. But yet you want to sit there and say, oh, well, Sony will never put games on Xbox. Nobody wants them. You guys don't even want them either. That's why you guys out here parading about playing Xbox games on your own platform. I mean, if I gotta buy a PlayStation 5 for Xbox games, I might as well just buy an Xbox because I don't care about any of the other games you got. That's why I have a PlayStation 5 for. But unfortunately, I bought 2 Xboxes now.
Right? I mean, Game Pass must be really important for them because in order to stay on Xbox, because the truth is they are seeing their games go on PlayStation, right?
And we're seeing PlayStation games go to PC, and we don't hear a word from your pony's mouths. It's so funny that you guys have accepted the fact that PC is getting the majority of your games, full slate, mind you, but yet you want Xbox dudes to act angry about something. If anybody's eating good, it's PC. But then what's even more funny, the pony goes as far to say, oh, well, we got Grand Theft Auto. You guys, yet again, are using a third-party game to to essentially say, oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's necessarily true, but since we got Grand Theft Auto 6, which happens to be a third-party game that the PC gamers won't be able to play, you guys use that game as an example, even though that game's on Xbox too. Bro, I mean, just admit it, bro. Exclusives don't matter, bro. That's all you people proving.
And that's not really the bad thing. I mean, it is a bad thing, right? But what's worse is they know.
How is it bad that other people get to you have an opportunity of playing the game? Matter of fact, if Sony would have made most of their games multi-platform, we wouldn't have to talk about Killzone, Resistance, the very own IPs that Sony has failing. Maybe that's why Sony's deciding to go multi-platform with a lot of their live service and subscription games, because out of all the PS2 and PS3 online games that they've had before, they all flopped on your own platform.
And not getting PlayStation games. They know Gran Turismo is not coming to Xbox, right? That's not happening.
But it doesn't matter. Who cares? If Sony wants to run their business like that, that's perfectly fine. But do you also know that Sony's planning on dropping games on the Nintendo Switch too? Because what are you ponies going to say then? I mean, it seems like you guys do damage control for Lego Horizon saying, oh, well, Sony didn't have no involvement even though it's based off the Horizon universe. Oh, it's because Lego pushed them to do it. That's all these ponies do is come up with excuses. And I'm telling you, bro, Sony's going to be dropping games on that Switch too, man. You'd be a fool to think that they ain't doing that, bro. At the end of the day, Microsoft's going to hit it full frail. They took one of their 3-year-old games and say, hey, let the PlayStation 5 fans play it. Why not? It's only going to make their games more popular over your own titles. What do you guys don't understand, man? Oh, but it's about the pride. What pride are we talking about, bro? The Xbox, the PC gamers have already bought the game. Microsoft says, you know what, we could charge this game full price and make the same amount of money, if not more, because there's more hardware on that platform, than what we did with Xbox. You don't think Sony's thinking the same thing? I mean, it's funny that you guys say that Microsoft's multi-platform. Well, Sony is also multi-platform too. Oh, but it ain't full. What do you mean? I see, this is the whole thing. You guys just keep coming up with narratives, just like with the console exclusive. Remember, they kept using that. Now it's full multi-platform. What are you people talking about, bro? It's fanboy coping at its finest, bro. Every time you guys come up with something, you guys want to sit there and say, you guys want to come up with some other word for it. Oh, it's not full multi-plat, but all your games are going to PC though, inevitably. But it ain't full multi-plat. Bro, what is these topics, bro? It's still multi-platform. If I can play it on a PC, then it's multi-platform. If I can play it on another console, it is multi-platform. Do you guys understand the definition of multi-platform? And then they want to use the excuse, well, GTA 6 is, well, that's a console exclusive because it's a... Oh my God, but it's multi-plat though, because it's on Xbox and PlayStation. You know what, bro? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stick with the console. And I don't think they're going to get rid of the console this year unless they're really, really upset.
What is there to be upset about? At the end of the day, people that own an Xbox playing Forza Horizon 5 have already purchased it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not going to force somebody to go get a PS5 if they never wanted one, especially if you're telling me if we already currently have an Xbox, oh, go buy the PS5 for this. So I'm going to abandon $2,000, $3,000, $3,000, well, not even 3,000, but 3,000 games that I own on Xbox just so I can play a game on PlayStation. Come on, man. You got to ask yourself, bro, are real rational people going to do that? No, because most people don't care about what you're talking about. And that's the reality of it.
But the big question is next generation of gaming, right? They're going to get a PlayStation 6.
I mean, most people are going to get the PlayStation 6 just due to the upgrade of Grand Theft Auto 6. Nobody's getting a PlayStation 6 for exclusives. What do you don't understand? The only console that I know people are picking up solely for exclusives is the Nintendo Switch 2. That is it. And you people know it. Stop lying to yourself, bro. People are only going to pick up the PlayStation 6 so they can continue to play the NBA 2K, their Madden, their college footballs, and their Fortnite. You guys know this already, man. Your games have no value. Nobody cares about PlayStation for their own games. As you guys clearly can see, they care more about PlayStation for playing an old Xbox One game title. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, is this what we talk? What about Sony pulling out Gran Turismo 8? What about a real next generation Gran Turismo? Nope, you got to play an Xbox One equivalent of a game. That's probably far better than what you got. Come on, bro.
That's most of them is going to get that, you know, unless Game Pass is a real big thing for them, and that's how
I mean, Game Pass, I mean, if you're telling me, because, I mean, at the end of the day, right, if majority of these games are going to Xbox, the best place to still play them is on the Xbox. You get them day and date, Game Pass Ultimate, you save money, you get it at an incredible value. And you get dev mode. So there's so many different, and quick resume, there's so many different aspects as to why I would still choose an Xbox. If you're telling me to buy a platform for Xbox games, and I currently own an Xbox, what incentive as an Xbox owner do I have to switch shift? Ask yourself. Like, I don't have to do that because I buy all the platforms, but I'm just saying, according to these fools here, what is going to force an Xbox owner to switch to the other platform when we already currently own these games on here? That's not going to change anything, bro. You really think people are going to get up? So I'm angry. I'm mad that Microsoft put in the game, so I'm going to give PlayStation $700 for the Pro because I want to. Only people getting angry about this is fanboys. Nobody cares, bro. Because people that are still enjoying the game, they're not going to sit there and say, I'm getting rid of the Xbox. So they're going to get rid of all their progress, all their saves, all the games that they invested money on, just so they can feel like a console fanboy warrior. Bro, I'm sorry to break it to you. That's not how people work. What the funny thing is, it's so funny that you guys want to say the PS5 is a success, but you guys don't even know why the PS5 is a success. The PS5 is a success due to the fact that it had backwards compatibility and how people was able to transfer their old catalog. That's what Microsoft was essentially telling you. They could have banked off the 360 generation going in toward the one, and there you go. They would have took the majority of the fans from the 360 and had them through the ecosystem with the Xbox One. But unfortunately, they had a lot of shortcomings. That's why Microsoft says that that was an important generation to win. You guys are completely missing the point. That's why they started adding backwards compatibility, but it was still not enough because most of those Xbox 360 fans went to the PS4 and started creating their ecosystems there, buying their digital games. Matter of fact, buying digital games is more likely going to keep you locked to a platform. That's probably why companies do it. Y'all like, you know what? GameStop. That is a good point. You know what's even funny? Even Nintendo has came out and said that the backwards compatibility for Switch 1 to Switch 2 was very important to them. Why would Nintendo say that? Because they understand that the Switch was successful. If you make the next console backwards compatibility, even if you ain't got no games for your audience to play, more than likely people are going to upgrade. That's why people upgrade to the same phone. Oh, we got iPhone this, iPhone that. Because why? It's a part of the ecosystem. People are not going to go mess with another one. They're caught up in this ecosystem. Same thing with Xbox. Yeah, they might not ever surpass PlayStation in hardware sales, but there's always going to be a group of fans that have supported Xbox, which 35 probably eclipse 40 million. That's still a pretty big audience there. We can sit there and argue it's not bigger than Sony's, but that's not the point that we're having. Microsoft is successful in what they're doing, regardless. Now, if they want to double dip and make more money off you ponies for selling some old games, by all means, do it. Because all you're doing is making their games more popular than your own.
Games, and they don't really care about anything else, then okay, those guys will most likely stay. All right.
I think what people don't understand is that the ponies are the new Xbox. You guys have become Xbox fanboys. That's what's even more funny. You have bought a PlayStation. Listen to what I'm saying. You have bought a PlayStation 5 to play Xbox games. We was already playing these games already, bruh. We're playing Xbox games with value, Game Pass Ultimate, day and date, probably gets maybe some games first over y'all, whatever the case is. The priority. And you guys are buying the PS5 for that. Sony just showed me that they gave up. Sony just showed me that they're not willing to put $400 or $500 million into games like they once was. Which means that that's what I picked up a PS5. I picked up a PS5 for their own games. I didn't pick up a PS5 to play the same games I was already playing on Xbox. It is what it is. Now, this is obviously going to appeal to a new audience that hasn't played these games, and they're more likely going to buy it and they're going to play it. Because, like I said, Xbox has always had games. Y'all just was denying it because y'all weren't playing them at the time.
That's assuming Xbox even makes a console, but let's assume they.
Well, Microsoft has already stated that they're making another console. Why do you ponies have to lie, bro? Like you guys clearly don't know where the market is going, bro. You want to hold on to these 1990s narratives, bro, but they don't exist no more, bro. It's so funny how Xbox gamers can't accept the fact that their games are going to PlayStation or Nintendo Switch 2, but you ponies can't accept the fact that your games are going to PC and inevitably on the Switch 2. Okay, it seems like a lot of you guys are just moving the flagpole. That's all you're doing. Oh, it looks worse, bro. You're in the same position as Xbox One owners. I can guarantee you by the PlayStation 6, you will see Sony going, I guess, quote unquote, full multi-plat. Because once they start putting games on Switch 2, what are y'all gonna sit there? Well, it's not on Xbox. That's what they're gonna say. I can guarantee that's what they're gonna say. But that's multi-plat. Ghost of Tsushima play on Nintendo Switch. All these PlayStation games, Nintendo Switch. They even put Astro Bot for crying out loud. It's still exclusive. Watch them cap, bro. I'm telling you, watch. They're gonna just move it to something else. As of right now, y'all are Xbox One fans during that generation, and I can guarantee you by the next generation, you're gonna be just like Xbox Series owners, and you're gonna sit there and wonder as to why Sony's putting games on the Nintendo system over your own console. Embarrassing.
Those who want choices of games, have a library of the best games on their console, they're going to pick a PlayStation 6. That's just a de facto right now.
No, they're picking up the PlayStation 6 for Grand Theft Auto. No casual cares about what you're saying. Bro, I've talked to casuals, bro. I've seen casuals go into GameStop and be like, he tried to be a PlayStation fanboy, and the guy's like, I don't even play all that. I just play Destiny. I don't care for that. That's why I just play PC. Y'all not understanding the way the market is changing. And I think that's the reason as to why we see these arguments time and time again.
You know, having Forza Horizon 6 and Gran Turismo 8, having Halo Gears, having Halo Gears right alongside The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man.
But hold on. Last of Us ain't even in development. Why ain't you mentioning Intergalactic? You're not getting these games. See, that's what you ponies want to think. Sony has lied to you. You're not getting these games like Sony claimed. And when you do, you're going to be waiting 5 to 7 years from a drop, probably even longer. Bro, y'all ain't seeing it, man. Sony ain't trying to make you no games no more, man. That's what it is, bro. Sony's like, we're just going to make money off PlayStation Premium and call it a day. Let Xbox take over our platform. Let them take it over because we don't want to bring our own games to y'all. That shows you that Sony gave up.
That there's just too many games.
Because have you noticed out of all the side deals that Sony was doing and all the side flops that Sony, have you noticed, have been investing less and less money into their games? Have you noticed that? It's gotten to the point where they even started focusing on lower budget titles, which also drop it on PC too, mind you. Stellar Blade, Rise of Ronin, and all that. All this little time exclusivity stuff that Sony like to do, which is also on PC. But y'all don't make videos about that. Y'all don't make videos talking about how Sony gamers getting backdoored from behind from PC, even though they taking all your IPs.
PlayStation's gonna have that literally.
PlayStation doesn't have anything because all your games are gonna be on PC.
Goes to Xbox game. Like Xbox exclusives is not gonna be swallowed by.
Nobody cares about the exclusives. But go ahead.
PlayStation, and PlayStation's gonna keep their exclusives.
No. PlayStation's keeping their exclusives. So explain to me why PlayStation games going to PC. You see what I'm saying? Do you see where there's a problem? How you guys still think that Sony's making exclusives and how you guys think Xbox is not? You guys have changed, bro, because Xbox One, when they put games on PC, you said specifically, I can go back in videos, bro, and you said those ain't exclusive because they on PC. Now you got Sony dudes doing the same thing. Let's hear it again. Hold on. Let me hear that. Let's hear it again.
That the PlayStation is going to have that literally swallows the Xbox game. Like Xbox exclusives is not going to be swallowed by PlayStation, and PlayStation's going to.
Yeah, they're most definitely going to be swallowed on your own platform because Xbox games are going to be kicking on your platform, bro. That's why Sony don't want to make games for y'all because they're afraid. Didn't you hear about that APK?
Keep their exclusives.
Hold on, Sony's going to keep their exclusives. Look, I want to hear this. Oh, I love it.
The PlayStation is going to have that literally swallows the Xbox game. Like Xbox exclusives is not going to be swallowed by PlayStation, and PlayStation is going to keep their exclusives.
PlayStation is going to keep their exclusives. One more time, guys. So do I have to show trailers for Rise of Ronin and Marvel Spider-Man 2 on PC?
It's going to have that literally swallows the Xbox game. Like Xbox exclusives is not going to be swallowed by PlayStation, and PlayStation is going to keep their exclusives.
PlayStation is going to keep their exclusives. You see? Now I gotcha. So now when that Switch 2 come out, right? I gotcha. And when PlayStation puts games on the Switch 2, let's see where the argument leads to next. Let's see where it leads to. Like I said, let's make a bet here, Puerto Rock. Let's make a bet. You're so good with this. I'll put 5 G's on this, bro. 5 G's. That if Sony starts putting games on the Switch too, will you pay me my 5 G's? Let's do this. When you want to go that far, he's not confident. I know he ain't confident, bro. Because I'm hearing it. I already know. He knows it too. These PlayStation fanboys know it too. They just want Xbox dudes to feel bad because they feel like, oh, y'all losing something when we're not losing anything. Xbox gamers ain't losing any. We still have the game.
PlayStation's going to continue to pay, to get games developed in China, and they're expanding.
Yeah, but what about Sony themselves? What about Sony's in-house studios?
Louise and
nobody cares about Cold Violet, bruh. If that's Sony's way of saying we keeping games off Xbox, well, by all means, keep them. Because nobody wants that garbage.
Korea, and those games ain't going to be on Xbox. Right?
Nobody cares because those games is trash. What are you talking about, bro? Even your own audience ain't even buying it. This is the same dude that damage controlled for Cold Violet just because it was an exclusive. Have it. Keep it. We don't want it. We don't want no game with a girl that got Roadrunner feet, bro. Have it, bruh. For real. Daffy Duck feet. You can keep it.
Right now, the two...
It's gotten to the point, man. Fratanga has said it right. It's gotten to the point that They don't even care how bad the games are as long as they're saying exclusive. And what's even more funny, they're keeping the games exclusive to your platform because unlike PC and Xbox, you get refunds. They're suckering you guys, you big dummy. You're going to pick up Code Violet and be like, dang, this game sucks. And guess what? Sony's going to sit there and tell you, no refund. They're suckering you. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying these specific ones that are doing this to y'all, like the people from Quantum Era, they're suckering y'all because they want to throw that exclusivity in y'all face and y'all want to feel proud about it, even though the game is worth nothing.
The two platforms that are eating right now, in terms of the AAA, most definitely is PC and PlayStation.
How is Xbox not eating? It seems like Microsoft is the main contributor to this. What are you talking about? Is eating? If you're eating the same thing Microsoft gamers are eating, then Microsoft would also be a part of this equation. What are you talking about? Let's hear that again.
Right now, the two platforms that are eating right now.
If you're talking about third party,
the AAA,
okay,
most definitely is PC and PlayStation.
That's funny. So why we completely excluding Xbox out of this? I don't care if these Xbox games are going on your platform, but how are you going to exclude Xbox gamers out of not eating good when you're eating the same things they're eating? You know what, bro? This dude just doesn't make sense, bro. PC gamers are eating off Xbox games. PlayStation 5 owners are eating off Xbox games. Xbox is eating good off their own games. How is Xbox excluded out of this? Explain to me. Like, literally, your logic doesn't even make sense, bro. But let's hear it again. Let's hear it.
Right now, the two platforms that are eating right now, in terms of the AAA, most definitely is PC.
And what's funny, Stellar Blade, Rise of Ronin, and our AAA games. Helldivers 2 is not a AAA game. So I guess you could say that Sony has a iron fist with the double A's, you know, but that's it. But when it comes to AAA, Microsoft is the main distributor here. That's why you still playing Call of Duty on your platform.
And PlayStation. And I got some news for PlayStation. Well, at least I got another video, genning up on that conversation. But for now, yeah, Forza Horizon on PlayStation.
And they're going to be proud of it. You know, PlayStation fans feel proud that they got an Xbox game over a Gran Turismo 8. This is what I'm saying, man. You guys have became the new Xbox fanboys, and I ain't even mad at you, man. Microsoft said you got a PS5, and they put a whole M on it. The days you guys go back about talking about Uncharted and Last of Us and God of Wars will be the day that you get overshadowed by some Xbox games. You guys are the new Xbox fanboys, bro. It's ridiculous. It's crazy how that's changed.
You know, it is what it is.
Because you can't even call yourself a PlayStation fan if you ain't talking about PlayStation games. That's like me saying I'm talking about Xbox games going to the Switch too, and people going to be like, yo, what about Nintendo's own games? What about Mario Kart 9? Bro, that's what their audience is playing. They're not worried. I mean, yeah, they'll play some Xbox, Sony games, but Nintendo are going to play their own titles. They're going to play their Smash Bros. They're going to play their Animal Crossings. They're going to play their Pokemons, which, if you notice, ain't on other platforms.
Y'all should listen. Try to tell y'all.
Bro, what do you mean? And you need to listen to this, that Sony's going to put games on Switch too. They're going to put games on Switch too, and you guys are going to find every reason to cap. Like I've said before, if I could play a PlayStation game on a Steam Deck, ROG Ally, because it's already done. Y'all like, I don't. Why would Sony do that? They wouldn't put games on Nintendo because they already. Bro, I could already play a Sony game on a portable device anyway. Steam Deck, ROG Ally. I could already play PlayStation games through a desktop. I could already play PlayStation games through a laptop. That is multi-platform. That is 4 different devices that I told you that I can access a PlayStation's library, and you guys want to sit there and still say that they're exclusive. Once you go down the rabbit hole of PC, you are no longer exclusive. Say it with me. Once you go down the rabbit hole of PC, you no longer have exclusivity. It is what it is, bro. And as if you notice, Sony's doing the same thing that Microsoft did during the Xbox One generation. And if we all do know, Sony always copies Microsoft moves, would also mean that they're going to be putting games on their Nintendo Switch 2. And I can't wait for the capping. I can't wait for it to happen, bro. Like, I want the Switch 2 to come out just so they can see it. I want them. They're gonna be like, this is ridiculous, man. Sony put more game on the Switch too than they putting on here for us. Watch, you'll see. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. And like I said, man, exclusivity is over. I'm the one advocating for it. I personally don't care where these games go. If it takes for one device to play everything, by all means, I don't care. But this is not an L for nobody. If you play on Xbox, like I play on PlayStation and Xbox, what are you really getting hurt? Ask yourself. Where you hurt? You played the game early. You had access. You got your saves. You got all the money that you. Where are you getting hurt, bruh? You got Game Pass Ultimate 2 in the frail. They got to pay $70 for Ninja Gaiden 4, and y'all playing it. Don't even have to pay beside your membership. And you Xbox dudes, I'm saying for the ones out there want to cry and complain because y'all lost the game. But do you see Sony gamers crying? Do you see Sony gamers reciprocating the same thing when their games are going to PC? Oh no, as you can see, according to Puerto, they still exclusive. If it was exclusive Puerto, then it would only be on PS5. I mean, let's not forget, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, when they said they even enhanced it. Even Square was like, we even enhanced it and improved the visual quality. 8K, 120 frames. You know what I find so funny? They did it with Marvel Spider-Man 2 as well. Ain't that's what they promised you, PlayStation 5 owners? Didn't they promise you, PlayStation 5 owners, 8K and 120 frames? And if you notice on all those trailers that they're dropping on PC, like Rise of the Ronin, it says 8K upscale, 120 frames. Sony lied to you again. Even when you picked up the Pro, they lied to you, you big dummy. You want the real PlayStation experience of 8K, 120 frames, you got to get that on a PC. Whatever you've seen on that box before they decide to remove it, well, guess what? It doesn't apply to you. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, man. And like I said, take care. Peace out.